Good morning, friends, and welcome to FREEDOMACRES. I'm really excited today because I have finally harvested from my Greenstalk. Now, you guys have seen me use a Greenstalk for a couple years now, but this year I'm getting a second one. I'll be putting that together later today. But I just harvested greens, my collard greens, from my Greenstalk. I could not be more stoked. I have a huge pile here and I'm about to get these cleaned up. Before I start washing these, I wanted to show you guys how clean they are. This is one of the things I love about the Greenstalk. There's no sand in these. Usually when you get collard greens from the grocery store, you grow them at home in the ground, they have tons of sand on them, and these do not. These are pretty well clean. I'm just going to be rinsing and looking like for little bugs and things. There is some sawdust on a few of the leaves, as you can see here, because we have been working on different infrastructure here on our farm. So I've got a little bit of that here, but otherwise these are really clean. The Greenstalk has these up off the ground, so cleanliness is not an issue. I'm not going to have a sink full of sand. I'm going to just have greens, and these are so beautiful. They have grown so lusciously. I don't have a lot of bug bites in them, though I have just a few, as you can see here. But overall, the Greenstalk has kept these really healthy. Most of these are very small. I like to harvest my collard greens when they're really little because they're more tender. I'm going to get the rest of these washed up, put them in my pot, let these simmer, and I'm going to go outside and start working on that other Greenstalk. I've got my stems here. This will go to the chickens in just a little while. But these I stack up after I wash, and then I roll my greens into like a little roll here, and then I cut them into ribbons. It just makes them easier to pick up with a fork later, and they cook more evenly because they're all the same size, the same thickness. And then I will throw these in my pot, and when I get them all done, I will simmer them in chicken broth. Now I'm putting the last of my collards in my pot. I'm so excited, guys. I've got some chicken broth in here. And in the bottom, I took this piece of smoked meat. You can use turkey wings, smoked neck bones, anything smoked. It just gives a really great flavor. I boiled this first in chicken broth until it was kind of tender. I'm going to strip the meat off of this. This is a turkey wing, smoked turkey wing. And then I'm going to put the meat back in the pot. In the bottom, I also have some spinach that I put in the freezer that I harvested earlier in the season. You can mix different greens. They are wonderful mixed together. So this is not going to be just my collards, it's also my spinach. I'm going to add a little more chicken broth to this mixture. I am probably going to put in some salt and pepper. I'm not going to do like garlic powder or anything like that, but that's just a preference. If you want to add more seasoning to your greens, you certainly can do so. This is going to cook down an awful lot. This is my large Dutch oven. As this cooks down, the chicken broth will cook down as well. And at the end, we will have amazing, amazing greens to eat for supper. Now my greens have been cooking for a little while. They're still not as tender as we need them to be. They'll have to cook much longer. But my meat is off the bone. This is what it looks like when it's off the bone. It almost looks like ham, but this is turkey that's been smoked. I've cut it into little pieces, and I'm just going to scrape it into my pot. I used one turkey wing for this pot. That's all you need. And this will continue to flavor my greens. You can leave this out. It is optional if you prefer not to do that, but it's a very inexpensive way to amp up the flavor. I'm going to cover this and let it continue to simmer, and we will come back in a little while and check on them. I'm really excited that my Greenstalk is feeding not only me and my daughter, but also our chickens. These two chickens have traveled from Arkansas. These were the two that were left. This is just a quick chicken tractor that I've put together. And this got installed yesterday. This is just where their water is hung. It's just some chain I found. And I'm going to give these girls, some greens and some apple peelings. They're really happy. We don't have near enough chickens, but we'll be adding to these in the spring and soon have lots and lots of eggs. Now that the chickens are fed and my greens have cooked, I am opening up this box. This came from Greenstalk. I am so excited. Greenstalk sent me a thank you card. I'm really excited to be working with them. It says, Amanda, I'm so glad you're officially an affiliate. We already know you love our products and we're excited to see how we can be a blessing to you with extra income. I'm here if you need anything. Sincerely, Ashley Sheen. She is the inventor's daughter for Greenstalk. So the Greenstalk was invented by her father. We've been in contact lately, and I'm just really excited to be promoting their products because I've been using their products for years. I've never gotten any compensation, but I've been sending people to their website for a long time because I just genuinely love their products. So now, when you click on the link that's going to be in the description box, Sunshine and I will receive a small amount of compensation that will help to support our channel. I love the feel of dirt in my hands. This is wonderful. Okay, all that's left is to put the top on. This is where you water from. This just pops in on the top. Alright friends, this little pot is all that's left after 2 days. Sunshine and I have had our fill of greens. As you can see, the turkey has dispersed really well in this pot, so every couple of bites you have a little bite of that. It adds a great smoky flavor to these greens. These are melt in your mouth good. They're so tender because I harvested them so small. I anticipate many more harvests off my green stalk. Until then, I'm going to put these in the freezer and then we'll cook a new fresh batch in about a week or so. One thing I really appreciate about freezing leftovers is that later it's not going to take me so long to get a home cooked meal. Next time we need a side, I'm just going to pop these out of the freezer. That's really going to help in the summertime, so I am putting a lot of things into the freezer right now. My freezer is very small, but I do now have a second freezer in the shop that is just outside of our home. So that's going to help a lot. I just want to make sure that we have homegrown food to eat, and the Greenstalk is making that possible. Be sure and click the link in the description box so that you can check those out as well. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate each of you, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, my friends.